many times, and I've seen this in my other parishes, many times we give offerings of money, service, time, things like that. But the problem is that we, the people, never get to hear back from what that money did. When we give donations to organizations, we ask that a representative from that organization come and speak to us about what that organization does, and then how our funds or time or service, whatever it was, has made a difference, has impacted what they have done. Today, we have Joan, who is going to speak to us from something obviously very personal to me. She represents then the Veterans Outreach Center, which we have also then supported and will continue to support through some of the donations that we've been receiving, the YouTube show that we do for the month of November. Though part of those proceeds are going to go then to the VOC, and part of the proceeds from the Philoptikos bake sale also. So I'd like to have then Joan to come up and then just say a few words about what the Veterans Outreach Center does here in Rochester.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me in the back up there? I want to say that just being here at your church is such an honor. I have to say to you that Helen and one of my BFFs, Callie Mona, brought me the blessing of being introduced to your Greek community quite a few years ago. And just a very small, quick story, and then I'll get into our agency. But Callie was going on vacation with about 20 of her women relatives, aunties and mommy and, her sisters, her cousins. They were all going on this cruise. And as it happened, one of the ladies got sick. And so Cal called me up and she said, Joni, you want to replace my relative that isn't, able to go on the trip? And I said, sure. And for the next 7 days, my friends, I spent trying to figure out what these people were saying, because it was all Greek to me. For 7 days, these ladies were like, yiddy, 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 yiddy. And I kept saying to Kelly, what are they saying? What are they saying? It was so much fun. They were beautiful women. And then I also had the honor of being a guest at a christening here in your church for Callie's grandson. It was such a beautiful ceremony. I'd never experienced anything like that. And it was so moving for me. And not only to share it with Callie and Tom and her family, but just to witness, it was really quite lovely. So that's my experience in this beautiful building. And I do feel very blessed to be here today. And also blessed because of your giving spirit. Veterans Outreach Center serves about 2,000 veterans each year, veterans in our community in Monroe County and 4 surrounding counties as well. Many of our veterans come to us in a broken state. They may suffer from PTSD. They may suffer from drug and alcohol issues, suicide ideation, but they come to us with a sense of hope. And I believe that for the last 48 years, we have been able to give them that hope in any way that they feel they need. Many of our services try to get them to be able to move their lives forward. So a homeless veteran will come to us. We will give them housing at Richard's house. And then hopefully we are able to help them move forward in their housing situation to the next step, which is transitional living, still assisted, but in an apartment kind of setting. And then we are able to move them to the third step, hopefully, which is unassisted living at Liberty Landing on Scioto Street. So those are apartments, individual apartments for veterans. We have employment services. So if any of you own companies or know anyone who might be hiring, please get in touch with us, because we're always looking to build relationships to help our veterans find either training for employment or actual jobs to put them in. Suicide prevention and awareness and peer-to-peer support, those kinds of advocacies are a big part of what we do. Of course, we do not let our women veterans go unattended. We have Priscilla's House, which is just a small 2-unit facility which allows women to come in with their children. And as they are transitioning to the next phase in their life, we're able to assist them in any way that we can. Our quartermaster program really is utilized by hundreds and hundreds of veterans each year. As we go into the holiday season, it becomes even more important for us to be able to provide the clothing, the food, the personal hygiene products that they need. And Father, thank you for your service, by the way.
Also, I act like here is a Marine.
Yeah, oh.
I say is, but there's no blood.
Right, yeah, little conflict going back there between the branches. But as far as the quartermaster program goes, we will probably feed between Monday morning and Wednesday at end of business day, 250 families. So we have our food boxes ready. We have our gift cards ready for turkeys. And it is such a beautiful sight to see so many families, whether we're going to them or they're coming to us, be able to have a holiday meal just like any of us, right? I mean, we want to make sure that our veterans feel that they are equal, you know, in every level, no matter what their struggles may be. I want to thank Helen and the women's group for the bake sale. Any leftovers? Yes. Okay, good. Little baklava for Joan would be good. Thank you, ma'am. So the gift cards that we'll be receiving from this effort, we will put those with our holiday gift packages for our veterans. And I just want you to know that one of the things that many of our veterans struggle with is isolation. And by being able to give them gift cards, they really can go out. Maybe they'll pick up a small gift for a niece or a nephew, or maybe a little bottle of perfume for their mother, whatever it may be. But it allows them to begin to rebuild those family relationships that may be fractured, but really also to get a sense of they are part of their family community again, and they can give as well as receive. And that's an important message for anyone who may be struggling in life or maybe economically disadvantaged. So through your gifts, you really are able to give them the gift of become a part of their family once again. We are so very grateful. Please feel free to get in touch with me. My name is Joan Brandenburg at Veterans Outreach Center. I'd love to give you a tour and answer any questions that you may have about our agency. Thank you, and bless you all.
I've had the opportunity personally myself to go down to the VOC and personally sit down with the gentlemen there and break bread with them. And it was really nice to see the work, because there was joy on those men's faces, and that was good to see, because I've seen the reverse of that. And I've got some of my friends, not necessarily here, who have had to take advantage of the services that the VOC offers, because it's nationwide. And so I know personally the work that they do. So it was great to go visit the one here, and like I said, to break bread with those gentlemen there. So again, Joan, thank you very much for the work that you do and that the center does. Thank you.